Dr. Teddy Wilsey here with Sam Spinelli, and we're going to go over how to perform a density set in one of our Citizen Athletics workouts. So what Sam's going to do is start with the dumbbells. He's going to do dumbbell RDLs and push-ups for this density set. Now in a density set, his goal is to get as many sets as possible in a prescribed time period. So what we are going to do is prescribe the reps for each set. So he would go back and forth. Let's say we do 6 reps for each set. Let's say week 1, he gets 5 sets of each within that prescribed time period over the progression. So let's say week 4, we want him to get up to 6, 7, maybe 8 sets. So Sam is just going to lift with a normal pace here. Nothing really special about the exercises themselves. Now, one thing that we're going to focus on when we choose our exercises for these density sets is we want them to be ones that are orthopedically safe. So we're not really worried about you hurting yourself. There are a lot of different ways to perform the same exercise. So Sam might do his push-ups with his hands wider and start to bring them into a more narrow position to tax or selectively use different muscles. I would rather see him stick with the same form the whole time. Come on, Sam, pick up the pace. No, I'm just kidding around. The density set is a form of conditioning. It's not something that you're going to choose an extremely heavy, challenging way. The first few sets should be taxing, but they shouldn't be so hard that you're thinking to yourself, oh shit, I can't get the rest of this done. So what we suggest for most of our trainees in Citizen Athletics is to start with a weight and a rep scheme, or rather an exercise scheme that you think you can complete and that's actually pretty easy for the first few sets. Because remember, you can always come back and train a little bit harder next week. It's a lot easier to start lighter and scale things up than it is to scale back. So we'll call this the last set. And you can see at this point, Sam's respiratory rate is higher. His heart rate is high as well. You can see that he's breathing hard. So you want to get to that point where you're really kind of digging deep. And that's the way you should feel for these last few sets. And with the density sets, oftentimes we like to prescribe 2 density sets in a row. We want you to take a nice solid 3 or 4, maybe even 5-minute rest period between the 2 density sets. Thanks for watching.